Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I'm your host, Dowsey LeMay. I want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out for a little while. Before we begin, I'd like to state that these are my experiences and my truth that have shaped my spiritual and healing path. They don't necessarily need to be yours, but if you decide to listen, use your own discernment and take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So today I'd like to step into the idea of stepping into your power, rather. I want to talk about stepping into your power because I think a lot of things that are happening now are causing people to really feel like a victim, or maybe understanding that they feel a little bit out of power, they're powerless, or whatever it may be. I have had a early childhood that was fraught with abuse, abandonment, self-worth issues, lack of love, etc. And up until a few years ago, I believed that life was happening to me rather than for me, and it's not a great way to live life, knowing that you're just at the whim of whatever the universe throws at you. But I can tell you, the first step for me in terms of healing is to understand that I'm not powerless. I am extremely powerful, and I'm a creator. I am powerful, and I'm a creator. At every given moment, at this in my life, I am creating my reality based on how I think, based on how I act, based on my beliefs. Now, I know for a lot of people that idea is really far removed from their thoughts, but there there is no better way to step out of victimhood than stepping into the role of the creator, understanding that you're the one who created this situation to bring up whatever emotional trauma that you have in your life, and you're not just someone who's being a victim into to someone else's actions or to whatever the universe has to throw at you. So you know it's really imperative to understand that you are the creator, because you get a sense of accountability. You get a sense that you're the one doing all the work, and you're co-creating with everyone else out there to kind of show you something about yourself. And so there's no way you can move forward in your life. There's no way you can heal or get a sense of peace until you actually understand that you're the creator. Um, you know, think. Let's take a few examples that kind of show you how powerful your thoughts can be. Um, I know this one's been used many times, but I think it's just such a good example. But I know, has anybody ever bought a car before? You start thinking about all the different types of cars you want, the model, the make, the year, etc. And the next thing you know, as you're driving down the road or you're walking down the road, you start to see the same car everywhere, right? That's not a coincidence. That's you creating in your moment through your thoughts and your beliefs. Let's take about the other idea of, you ever been thinking about somebody who you haven't talked to in a little while, and then miraculously or coincidentally they give you a call? That's not a coincidence either. That's you creating your reality through your thoughts and your beliefs. How about the other side of that coin? Um, One that is based in fear. Fear is a very powerful emotion with very strong manifesting capabilities. And for me, I remember one example. I had been driving a car that wasn't quite up to date with an inspection, and I was so fearful I was going to get pulled over. And believe it or not, I kept on thinking about it, and it basically self-actualized. So, your thoughts, the way you think and the way you believe on a very, very high level, what I just explained to you in a couple examples, is to show you just how powerful you really are. So, one of the things when you first step into the idea of being a creator, yeah, you create, great. So now what? Well, you got to understand why you're creating these kind of things. So the second step to this is that you really got to start questioning yourself. Really start understanding why you're having these particular situations and why you're creating that. If you're coming up to a situation with family or friends or whatever, and they're eliciting an emotion from you that is not, in alignment with joy or passion, that's alignment with the joy and the passion that you want, then you're going to want to say, Why am I creating this? How did I create this situation? What for? What emotion am I trying to understand about me that is showing me something about myself? You know, the problem is for most of us, the vast majority of us, is that we're running life unconsciously. Okay, you're only aware of maybe like 5 to 10% at the most. I look at it like this laptop that I'm talking to you guys through. Running the first program, which is this camera recording. I'm aware of that program, but I am vastly aware of the other programs that are running to keep this computer going, right? That's just like you. You're aware of maybe one or two ways of your daily life, but under the hood, running in the background, is a lot of different programs that you have no clue about. So you need to start figuring out, what programs am I running, and how are they affecting my reality, or how are they affecting this computer that I'm running on. So you to do that, to become aware of that, requires you to honestly to sit and to start inquiring about every little thing about what's going on in your life. I would specifically start with the things that don't feel good to you. What happened in the last argument? Why did that occur? How did you create that? So you step into your creator mode, and you know that you're powerful, and you know that you helped create this. The second thing is you start asking yourself, why? Why did I create it? Why is this important for me to know? And the hardest thing for most of us is to truly honor your emotions. Your emotions are like a pointer, like what do you call those dogs? A bloodhound. A bloodhound pointing to you in what direction you need to start looking at. Your emotions. If you're feeling angry, oh, that tells you that there's something about you that is being projected in your reality that you need to look at. So you got to start asking questions about yourself, really deep questions, and not just going just shallow. Oh, why did I create this? And then answer it with one question. No, you need to start really diving down deep into these programs to understand what you are unconsciously running. So once you understand that you're a creator, once you understand that you are running unconsciously, you got to start looking at all the unconscious patterns that are happening in your life. And the way I kind of would the way I would look at this is, imagine if you had a pool of water, or in that pool of water references, or is basically a reference to your reality. Okay, and every thought that you have, you take a pebble, and that thought is a pebble, and you throw it into the pool of water. And that pebble makes an effect like a ripple through your pool of water, or you take the thought, and that thought that you have has an effect on your reality. The question you need to ask yourself is, what are these pebbles that I'm throwing into this pool, and how much are they affecting my reality? Okay, because you need to understand that you're the creator, and you need to become conscious of the unconscious programs that you're running on yourself. So how would I go about doing that? It's really difficult because most of us don't understand how to even start looking at it. But I would literally set a timer every hour during your day and ask yourself, what's going on with me? What am I feeling at this moment? Have I just been running through the day without even thinking about how I feel, or how this is how I'm creating my reality? Set a timer for every hour. Check in with yourself. Check in with yourself energetically. Do you feel high? Do you feel low? Check with yourself mentally. Are your thoughts scattered all over the place? Check in yourself physically. How does your body feel? Does your body feel stiff? Does it feel heavy, or whatever it may be? And how are your emotions? Are your emotions feeling like you're happy? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel angry? Do you feel joyful? These are all things that you need to start asking yourself to start understanding your programs you're running. So to summarize, you are a powerful being. You're a really strong creator, creating every single moment. You need to step into that role if you want to step out of victimhood. Two, becoming aware of your programs. Start, you got to understand that you're running basically 80% unaware of what's going on in your world. And then three, you need to start asking yourself questions about why you are creating these things in your reality, and really getting to the root of that. And then four, I would say put into place some type of program, like I suggested, set a timer for every hour just to check in with yourself to say, is my thought, is my way I'm acting in alignment with the things that I want in my life? And I hope that helps you. I know that was kind of a short talk about it, but I think down the road I'll really dive into each one of those sections a little bit more. But hopefully that helps you going forward. Love you all. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.